Five. Thank you very much. We stay on with this Hyderabad story because Raja Singh's lawyer Karuna Sagar has said that he's received as many as 3 threat calls so far. He's also claimed that the police action against Raja Singh is baseless, unwarranted, and bad in law. The other aspect he's saying is there are no fresh complaints against Raja Singh that he's aware of. We'll try and go across to Swastika Singh, Swastika for more details. Yes, Swastika.
Well, the information that we have right now is not just Raja Singh who has been receiving threat calls over his controversial derogatory video, but his lawyer also has not been spared. And he told me in an exclusive conversation that ever since he took up the case, he has received multiple death threats and death calls as well, against which he is going to file a police complaint very soon. So far, the details that have been asserted via him is that he's received one call from a number which came from the UAE and 2 threat calls from local leaders here in Hyderabad. He says that the police, when it comes to the law and order situation, have sort of given a free hand to protesters to have a free run. This is the allegation that is being leveled by Karuna Sagar, who is the lawyer of Raja Singh. And we are also learning that when I asked him about the conditions that have been put on Raja Singh.
Well, Swastika, I think we have Karuna Sagar with us on the phone line. Karuna Sagar ji, namaste. We believe you are saying you've received threat calls.
Yes. After yesterday's Mr. MLA Raja Singh ji remand rejection order, I've been receiving 3 threat calls. One originating from United Arab Emirates, and another from some local fringy fundamental groups. They were all threatening me to kill for defending MLA Raja Singh, and also for other reason that I have complained against some masjid minarets and all that. Actually, they were also abusing in very abusive language. As an advocate, it's my bound duty to defend my clients, and these threatening calls doesn't deter me to do so. Even though recently there were 2 brutal murders of advocates were defending their clients in Telangana, and the law and order situation in Telangana is very volatile. And as the police were not doing their job according to law, but doing their appeasement policies. So, apprehending threat to my life, I am going to file a complaint with the police Hyderabad today. I was
You're saying one of these calls came from the UAE. Have you recorded these calls as proof that they were actually threatening you?
Actually, as I am using an iPhone which doesn't have an option to record the call, I have the number which shows that it is originated from United Arab Emirates.
So it is, and what else is your position? Are there fresh complaints against your client Raja Singh? Because there are many people who are saying that we want more action. He cannot come out on bail. He has not publicly apologized. There are now leaders who are calling for people to come out and physically harm Raja Singh.
This is nothing but taking up law into hands. Already, law is also enforced. He was arrested. As the procedure to arrest was not proper, the court rejected his remand. And if they have any objection against his alleged video, they can file the complaint, and law will take its own course. But calling the people out on the road and intimidating them to kill and behead somebody, elected person, MLA, is nothing but provocating the people and to breaching the law and order. The police here in Hyderabad is efficient to do that, but it is not doing as it has to be done. The law and order situation is very volatile, and the situation, people are coming on the roads protesting, and the people, the police who use lathis even now and then are not even using their force to disperse them. This is very not unwanted situation actually.
Right.
The police
Mr.
must
Karuna
act
Sagar,
according to law.
you said that Raja Singh's arrest is illegal. Why do you say that? And the other aspect is that those who are calling for his head, who are making these Sartan Se Juda chants, shouldn't complaints be filed against them? Shouldn't they be arrested?
Yes, definitely. We are initiating complaints against all the fringy mob who are calling for Sartan Se Juda, and also the the arrest and the remand was illegal as the police investigation officer has bypassed and the procedure to be contemplated in Section 41A of CRPC, where the offences, the punishment of the offences is less than 7 years. And also the
Right.
Supreme Court of India in Arnesh Kumar versus State of Bihar has contemplated a set a guidelines to be followed by the IO, where the investigation officer is dealing with a offense where the punishment is below 7 years. As
Right.
the guidelines were violated and the procedure was bypassed, it is an illegal
Right.
arrest, illegal remand.
Right. Karuna Sagar ji, thank you for speaking with us. So you're saying you have received threat calls. There was enough grounds to prove that the arrest of Raja Singh itself was illegal, and that you are contemplating filing complaints against the fringe who are issuing brazen threats and also making these calls for Sartan se juda. Thank you for speaking with us. We're going to take a very short break here on The Nation at 5. Stay with us.